Now we are recording, and so I probably just cut in at the word recording. Whatever. Hey, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I am Alex. Hi. This is Star Trek New Horizons. God, it's been like a week since I played this last. Summer camp sounds terrifying to me. Teaching or attending? Well, attending, maybe not, but teaching. No, that sounds incredibly overwhelming. So before the stream, I was looking at the Star Trek timeline because I'm a Star Trek fan, but not that much of a Star Trek fan. By the year that we're at, 2350, I think is where we're at. That's like in the middle of here, 2350. Yeah, this isn't even into the next generation? Yeah, the fucking Bajoran wormhole, which has been discovered, shouldn't be discovered for another 19 years. Some weird stuff going on. True, I think kids at summer camp will be a little easier to control when it comes to doing art inside. Look at what Alex. What baby, what what this isn't actually transform fit to screen. Yeah. Huh. Okay, weird. Fix that. Essentially, yes, this is a game where I'm building a pacifistic galactic empire, except for minor wars here and there. This is a game where, for the most part, you play jingoistic galactic empires, but because we're playing the United Federation of Planets, we're inclined to be pacifistic. Oh, that hasn't stopped me. Jesus Christ, what? Oh God, this is how every video starts, or every recording session starts. It's just me being completely overwhelmed. What the fuck were we doing? Alright, so everything in brown, Lord knows why it's brown, is in our coalition. So those are our vassals, our protectorates, our allies. It's everything in this horrible brown color. Bronze color, maybe? Yeah. We just, if I'm remembering right, recently finished up a war with the Vaadwaur to get them to become egalitarian xenophile pacifists rather than xenophobes. We did that. Portugal's been driven into this. Actually, with global warming, Portugal's probably been driven into the sea. We did it for their own good, right? Because the Borg are attacking everyone, and we changed the ideology of the Vaadwaur to something more malleable, because that way we can protect them. The Borg don't want to fuck with us, so we can cut off their expansion here. However, you're eating the Dominion, right? You're at war with the Dominion and the Screen Republic, which is concerning because you're getting close to me, but most concerningly, they are also at war with the Cardassian Union, and that's entirely my fault. I guess, yeah, the sea would have been driven into Portugal. Tectonic movements would drive Portugal into the sea. True. That's my fault because we attacked the Cardassians to get them to change their ideology, and then that fucking backfired because they... No! Get out of here! Because I was trying to help their neighbors not get attacked. Oh my god. Okay, so our options. Ignore this and let it happen, or attack the Borg in an interventionist war. Yeah. I was looking today. I think this is like hour 43 or episode 43 when it goes up on YouTube, which is fucking crazy that this one save has been going so long. For the longest time, we were constrained to this area in here, but then just slowly annexing people, we've blobbed like madness. This map has 3,000 stars, give or take. Which is a hell of a lot to manage when you have about 1,000 of them right now. Oh, I don't want to go to another war. Weren't we? I know, I have it on paused, and I'm what, 5 minutes in? Oh yeah. So this is all shit from the Vodwar saying, yeah, we're good now. What are our fleets looking like? Where you at? Let's just go past all these star bases. Okay, so all of our fleets were withdrawing back to Sol, back to the solar system to rearm, more than rearm, refit into new designs that I have been scheming about, designed around beating the Borg, because these all do a lot of armor damage, and the Borg ships, as we can see, if we take a look here, are almost entirely defended by armor and hull points. We don't need shield penetration or anything like that. So before going to war with the Borg, that shouldn't be that hard to pronounce. It really isn't. We should wait until all of our fleets are retrofitted. Once they're back in Sol, that'll be close enough to this area that we can jump in and directly intervene. God, they have Zinketh. Oh, this is gonna suck, because fighting a war on this front, and on this front, and probably on this front, and the longer I put it off, the more annoying it's going to be to manage half a dozen fleets and hundreds of armies, and oh god. Kill me. Alright, that's easy. Start off doing that. Let's check all of our construction ships. There's a lot going on here. Some uncolonized planets. Presumably we have colony ships. Yep, we do. Moving into colonize here. Well, colonize a few places anyway. Is this already getting... Is this already getting colonized? And if not, why the fuck not? No, they are. They are. Okay. Our armies are idling in Bear? Petraeus? No, I'm just moving them all back to our space. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The bright axis over here aren't at war, so I want to intervene in this. I have it on pause, right? And I somehow missed the tiny Borg collective here. Wow, yeah, I was not being that observation. Yeah, just the Borg are the only even vaguely threatening things, and if we look here, their power related to us is still inferior, but their ships are designed to be very, very, very good. And very annoying to kill, because they're supposed to be big, scary people. Their fleet power is equivalent, their naval capacity is equivalent. We only beat them in technology, but we beat them hardcore in technology. We're like a century or two ahead of time right now, which I was not aware of until I was reading the wiki earlier. So hopefully we can keep this tech superiority going. Even if nothing else, I kind of want to keep this campaign going just to see what the end of the tech tree looks like. Because there's not a published tech tree for this mod anywhere out there. At least not so far as I'm aware. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Alright, let's check starbases. So it looks like a lot of these are anchorages, which are annoying because we're way over our naval capacity anyway. Yeah, so this is all going to no use at all. Okay, those look good. If I build any more star bases, and Lord knows I want to, we should dedicate them to be more shipyards, just so I can retrofit our fleets further afield than on our fucking homeworld. I think, though... Nope, let's go through the planets. Let's go through and make sure I'm upgrading everything that I possibly can be. Now, a particularly charming thing about this series, and no, I haven't forgotten, is this mod, 40 something hours in after several patches in the core game and in the mod itself, has become a little unstable, just mildly unstable, to the point where 10 minutes in of please God don't crash. It's been crashing a lot, and that's just something we need to be cognizant of. We've switched over to having it autosave every month, which will hopefully offset that a little bit, and it has made that a lot easier to play with. Oh god, there's 83 planets in here. How many fucking planets do I have? This is Alex comes back after a week and with a sober mind realizes just how much management there is here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 plus 83 is that's 91, 101, 103, 105, 106 planets. We have 106 colonies. Good God. Why do I do this to myself? Oh, because it's here. It's very cool having a map this big, but the game... you can see the game bursting at the seams a little bit at times. Yeah, get rid of this. So it's been... I don't know, what was the problem for getting this to work? I didn't have any problems getting this mod to work on my end at all. Not to be like, well, I didn't have any problems, but this has been a fairly functional mod. Okay, that's upgrading. This is, yeah, that's good. Replace this. It's been a pretty fun game to play around with, a pretty fun mod to play around with, I should say. And all things considered, it's fairly stable. It has hiccups, and most games do, but really nothing too outlandish. Yeah, replace that. And here I want a proper scientific academy. This is so much food. This is way too much food. Aren't we already overproducing food here? Yeah, 13. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4 more population. So we're already overproducing on food by 9 on this planet. So I can stand to cut 9 food production. Now this is going to be fine, so we're cutting it down to 7. Can cut it down to 5 by building something here. But what do I want to build here? Yeah, that's fine. We should build something here as well, if at all possible, but I'm not seeing what to build. Fuck it, food, I guess. Knock yourself out. Yeah, I'll come back to this later probably and be like, what the fuck was I thinking? Why did I allow this planet to have so much food when we are rolling in food? Whatever. Crashes on startup, really? But that sounds, the mod doesn't change anything that should affect... Oh, do you have the Star Trek New Horizons mod and the Star Trek New Horizons content submod? Because the content submod is necessary for certain core mod functionality, so that's worth taking a look at. I've never had a problem with this mod in particular crashing at startup. Really, with Stellaris mods in general, I haven't run into that issue. Lord knows that modding other games like Fallout and Skyrim and other Bethesda titles, I've had a lot of trouble with that in the past, but this is not ideal. But this, for the most part, has been pretty agreeable. Yeah, this is, you know, with the amount of time that I put in micromanaging what goes on what tile, I probably could have written pretty decent code for automating this by now. Now, the mod team for this are very responsive, very cool people, so if you are having difficulties, they probably have some solutions as to how to get it to run, or to run better. They're very nice folks. And, oh, I don't know if they're still looking for playtesters, but they were... Well, it's probably been about a month since the mod team was looking for playtesters. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm recording it on July 7th. I strongly considered doing that, but between work and all of my little passion projects, the modding projects I know have gone unattended for quite some time, and streaming and recording, I really don't have the time commitment to commit to that, unfortunately. Yeah, that sounds odd. I mean, naturally, my feedback is check the integrity of your game cache on Steam. Check integrity of game cache. There might be some problems there. Re-download the mod, which may not do anything. If those don't do anything, if re-downloading and reinstalling the mod doesn't do anything, then make sure you have the content submod installed. And if that doesn't do anything, then start checking out the Steam Workshop page for the mod and the Steam Workshop forum for the mod in particular. I'm sure that the mod makers, the designers working on this, would be very, very interested in figuring out what's happening there. Because if it happened to you, it probably has happened to other people as well. And I know it's very important to them to make sure that this works well for as many people as possible. Because they're very proud of their work, rightfully so, and they want people to be able to enjoy it. Oh yeah, we can replace this with one of these. I've had pretty limited interactions with the mod team, but from what I've seen, both from content I've made and from their interactions with content makers and their fan base in general, they're very nice people. And I know that's a very superficial and shallow thing to say, oh, they're nice people, but I genuinely mean it. I don't mean like customer service type nice people, which you get a lot, especially in games industry. They're very cool folks. Oh, man. So the way I had been going through this was just clicking on those that are overproducing food. Oh, in this case, I actually found one that's overproducing food that I can actually change something on. My word! How unlikely. Okay, we're already making all the science possible here. Nope, give me a trading center. But now I'm just going one at a time, through them slowly, methodically, which I know is dragging on a little bit, but the work's gotta be done. Gotta micromanage this galactic empire. Ooh, you are producing 25 too many food. Too much food? 25 units. Wow, what's the proper grammar there? 25 units of food too many, I think would have been the proper way to say that. I'd build a trading center here. Wait. You were overproducing by 22 and I didn't do anything about this? Because this is producing 22. Yeah, replace it. Fuck it. It's fine. Give me science? Ah, you can't give me science. Give me unity? You can't give me unity. Alright, no, keep making food then, I guess. Welcome to Alex Micromanages. I'm not gonna call them out by name, but somebody commented on like episode 13 or 14 of this series And their first comment on one of my videos was like 2 days ago, yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, and they commented on like 3 in a row and stopped. And then jump forward 10 hours and they comment on episode 13 or 14 saying like, I just watched 14 hours of this. What am I doing? it's very sweet. It's touching. That's the way I engage with media most of the time, so I'm glad that it's appealing to people who consume media like I do. Like, normally I'll put on a stream or a YouTube video or Netflix or whatever on my left monitor. I'm gesturing to something you can't see on my left monitor, and I'll play a game or read or work or write on my right monitor. So I'm normally listening to something, reading something, and doing something all at the same time. It's ridiculous that we live in a time period where we can be consistently so stimulated mentally. There was an easy sex joke in there I didn't make, but you know, you can fill in the blanks there. Yeah, so it's cool to be like, hey, you're doing the same thing I do. That's relatable. Right on, man. Glad that I can help with that. Why are we making 13 minerals here? What is happening? So, adjacent to the capital, very strong power drilling mineral processing center. You're just so happy? Alright, I'm replacing this with a mining network in the hopes that the mining network will end up producing more. Yeah, that's probably fine. Oh god, I forgot what planet I was looking at. Okay, it was Caus Borealis Prime. Moving on to Keating Prime. You are overproducing food by 22. No, you can go. Yep. This is the lowest food producing tile that is not also producing, yep, anything else. So this is cool. Give me a trading center. It's a tiny amount more science that it gives us, but I'm okay with grasping its straws and trying to squeeze, what's the expression? Squeeze water from a stone? I'm okay with this being a task of that caliber, because we are so big, our tech cost inflation is more or less unmanageable. It's all I can do to just throw as many science buildings that I can at the game and build as many science stations as possible. Now, the depot produces 4. You are correct. And that mining station produces 2. But that's level 1 of the mining station. It will then upgrade to higher tiers that will, in the long run, here, will end up producing 5. So it'll be a net gain of 2. We were building a mining station 2 there, not a mining station 5 there. Industrial replicators are almost as good as mining networks at producing minerals. The real appeal of industrial replicators is they decrease build time, decrease build cost, and produce minerals on top of that. So they're very, very good if you're trying to micromanage developing a planet or trying to really min-max how much you're spending and how much you're getting out of it. But in the long run, you should go back and replace those with minerals or mining networks once the planet is fully developed, just to, again, squeeze the last bit of mineral you can out of it. Okay, you're overproducing by 24. I'm 25 fucking minutes in and I haven't unpaused. This game is this is my life now. This is all it'll be. This is all it's ever been. Okay, so we could keep this producing food, which has some validity. But I think I might actually go for a local garrison or a police station. Now, it doesn't look like we're having unrest problems here, so I'm gonna go with garrison. And I know I've torn down these buildings emphatically and repeatedly, but this will give us a tiny bit of society research. It's only 1 point. What is this? This isn't even 1% of 1%. Yeah, This is a drop in the fucking bucket, but it's a drop. You see, it might not be much today, it might not be much ever, but it's something. I mean, essentially, this is me doing a spreadsheet manager. I would, at this point, I wish that Stellaris had a spreadsheet manager I could do, because it would be faster and more efficient. The fun I get out of this is not the fun I typically get from Stellaris. Ooh, you can be replaced with minerals. Is there any tech we should be? Alright, here. Replace this with minerals, because that's the right thing to do. Or everything else on the right tiles. I'm enjoying just how completely... Ooh, you can go away. How completely out of control this has gotten. I'm very much at peace at this being Zen Planet Manager now. I've talked about, and I'm pretty committed to this decision. When I play this game again, when I start a new campaign in New Horizons, I'm doing it on a smaller map. The big map is cool. Too big. There is such a thing as too big, and this is it. This is very much it. Okay, build an interstellar academy. Now, you are not producing too much food. You're actually producing too few food. So we can fix that fairly easily by plopping down a hydroponic farm here. Gonna go ahead and replace this with the trading center. That's right though, that's correct. Can upgrade this. That's good. This is okay, this is good, this is good. That's good. This should get replaced. And the last thing, you can get replaced. Preferably with a heroic landmark. Fantastic. Omicron Theta Prime, do you have any interesting modifiers? Yeah, not really. We're to the P's, don't worry, we're on our way. Packers 2A. Now that looks good. This is overproducing by 16. This is producing 13. This is only producing 12. So this hydroponic farm should get replaced with... definitely with the trading center. Ras Al Hag is Hauga, Hog, whatever. This looks passable. I mean, it could use the trading center. And actually, this industrial replicator should go away. But this is getting us a lot of minerals and a lot of energy, so I shouldn't complain that much. Raider 3, you are overproducing on food by 18. I do not have anything producing less than 18 food to get rid of. Rogue Corona Borealis Prime, it's a hell of a name, is overproducing by 11. Can't nix that. Nothing else I want to get rid of. Okay. God. Yeah. This is why I'm like, I will play this for hours, because hour 1 is like, yo, okay, it's been a week. Let's just go back and slowly, tediously double check every nook and cranny of our empire, because I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. This is my slow descent into madness. It's worth giving credit where credit is due. This does scratch an itch I have for management games that are unapologetically overwhelming and tedious. There's something oddly appealing about that to me. Well, see, the plus 2.2 or 2.3k, I'm not actually caring that much about our energy and mineral upkeep. What I'm trying to do is get these numbers higher. because physics, society, and engineering are much harder to get on this mod. In vanilla Stellaris, you can just build science facilities all over the place. That is not the case in New Horizons. You can only build... Give me an example game. You can only build society buildings on tiles where there's already society research. There's only two exceptions to that, primarily. You can build universities, and if you have the high-tech import law, you can build... Why? The word is escaping me. Starports? Trading centers? I'll know it when I see it. You can build one other building to give you a bonus to all three. Besides that, there are a few other buildings that can give bonuses to society research, but that's about it. It is much, much more difficult in this mod to come by technology than it is in vanilla Stellaris. Trading center, that's the word I wanted. I mean, despite that, we're still doing very well, technologically. Overwhelmingly well in comparison to our neighbors and potential enemies. So I'm not too worried about being threatened. It's more just, it's the principle of the thing at this point. I've spent this much time turning us into a decently well-honed technological machine that I'm not willing to back down from that. Because I've spent more time on this one save than I have on entire games in the past. Right, you are overproducing by 8. We're almost to the point where I'll unpause. God bless the people on YouTube being like, oh hey, another episode in the series. I'm really excited to see what happens to insert whatever cliffhanger there was at the end of the episode that I've forgotten about. And they're like, well, buckle in, boys and girls. We got 30 minutes of planet management. I'm sure you could crunch the numbers and see how many times I've clicked on each of these planets and how many hours I've spent staring at each particular planet. We're overproducing by 46 here. What the fuck, AI? In what world are you like, yeah, 46 too much food? Perfect. Okay, so this and this is a total of 34. Okay, so this and this would be 48. If I got rid of all three of them, you'd be underproducing by 2. I'm kind of okay with that. Let's see if I can pop down any science. Yeah, a trading center, absolutely. Heroic landmark. Do I want to keep this? So this is already minus 28. Minus 28 would get us 18. Leave it. Leave it. People just skip it. Nah, I'm pretty sure if they're 40-something hours in, they've had worse at this point, to say the least. I've had many hours of opening this menu of 83 items, sighing deeply to myself, and going through them again. I think... My god, I think we're ready to unpause. So before I do that, just gonna hit exit, hit save. Just gonna go ahead and change this to 30 minutes, and please God don't crash. Cool. Now I'll unpause, and away we go. So it will take... Oh, we border the Hirogen now. Fair enough. It is going to take years. Literal in-game years for our fleets to get all the way back to Jupiter's station and the Sol system to retrofit. So by that time, the Cardassian Union will probably be more or less gone. Either completely gone or effectively gone. The Dominion will definitely be gone at that point. Oh right, the Rakhari Third Imperium are at war with the Kremlins? You're eating somebody, right? The Dosi Confederacy, Kremen Foundation, and Ossican Hunters, and you're winning. Yeah. They are just eating up all of this. I do not believe that they are in a federation. They are not. So the Rakari, even though they're decently sized, I don't believe that they will be able to stand up against the Borg. I'd really like to think that there might be a faster... I thought that seemed quiet. A faster FTL drive out there, but I'm pretty sure with the transwarp drive we have the best engines in the game. And the planet management's not going to stop anytime soon because I'm still colonizing new planets. And those new planets are just going to go pop right into that old sector, so I'm going to have to go through and check them eventually. Well, really have to. I don't have to. I want to, because otherwise it's a waste of resources and time and is more harm than good. Us having 108 planets, oh, I could have just checked this. Stupid. Is increasing our inflation by 535%, our tech inflation, which is absurd. Us having 433 systems increases tech inflation by 432%. That is a net of our tech is 967% more expensive than it should be. Oh, yep. And we're still out of time. So I think, am I remembering correctly that last time, yeah, we turned humans into psionic masters. With sufficient research, we've unlocked the full potential of our telepathic abilities. Many members of society now possess advanced psionic powers, capable of manipulating objects at a distance, sensing movements in subspace, and even having limited insights into the future. Humans, I believe, are the most populous species... barely the most populous species in the galaxy. Oh my god, okay, so some humans out there are still telepaths because the fucking colony ships took so goddamn long to reach the colonies that the humans in them did not get changed into psionic masters. Weird. I kinda hate that we have 3 human subraces now, but that's okay. There are 203 Vaadwaur. Good God, incorporating the Vaadwaur and the Klingon is going to be, and the Klingons is going to just explode our population. Who are the least populous? Feel the game just crunching there. So there's only one Jem'Hadar left in the galaxy. One non-Borg Jem'Hadar. There's one Komar left in the galaxy, 2 Tosk. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to save these people. I'd like to, but not likely. Here's a thought. New Horizons. I haven't checked the Steam Workshop page for Star Trek New Horizons to see if there has been an update. No. Maybe. The last update was on June 30th. It is New Horizons version 1806, the neutral zone, beta F249AD. Changes are really simple. Improve game stability in DirectX. Ooh. Well, if that impacts me, I will be very, very happy. And fix the graphical glitch in the Sol system. I'm not exactly sure what the graphical glitch is, and it wouldn't have taken effect in this game because on game start the systems are generated. That's the same reason why you're not seeing a Kuiper belt. We have the asteroid belt but not the Kuiper belt, because this is on back when we started this game, Stellaris could only support 1 asteroid belt, not 2. By the way, I'm a huge fan of that change. Modders have been, the Stellaris modding community have been trying to find ways to put in multiple asteroid belts in the star system since the game came out. So I'm very happy that functionality has been added. And it means I need to go back and add that into my mods, but we'll do that later. I'll do that later. Maybe, eventually. I need to pick an afternoon or two. It's gonna be a weekend for me to sit down and update my mod and get it compatible with everything I want it to be, and maybe tweak some things. Probably tweak a lot of things. So none of these other construction ships have anything worthwhile to do, huh? Yeah, alright. Columbus, I guess. Goodbye. And goodbye to you. So we have the Wickler. What a name. Up here. Yeah, I'm remembering now. We've incorporated as many neutral systems as possible. There are any unclaimed systems still left in the game are unclaimed because they have, well, either the Borg have been weird around them, or they have minor threats in them. Oop, colony founded. Alright, the tech is way more interesting. Chronoton reactors. Harnessing the power of subatomic particles with temporal properties, known as chronotons, has enabled our reactors to draw energy from space-time itself. This new type of reactor nears the near pinnacle of energy efficiency. Is this a ship component, or is this a starbase component? If it's a ship component, I'm a happy boy. Tech Physics Field Manipulation 157. Ah, excellent. Tech Physics Field Manipulation 157 description. Sweet, so this gives emergency static warp shield shell. Not into it. Don't need it. That's quite good. This might be more relevant to me. No, we definitely want to push warp engines, just in case I can get something weird going on there. Bipolar combat warp engines. Nope. By installing an array of conduit branches, allows us to better improve the feed of a warp plasma manifold. No. Get rid of the by. Installing an array of conduit branches allows us to better improve the feed of warp plasma manifold. These advanced combat warp engines see an increase in warp speed and recharge times, but more importantly, a slight increase in warp range as well. Reaching the end of the tech tree, Lord only knows. Maybe? Presumably we're getting there, but bit by bit. Like I said, I haven't seen a full breakdown of what the tech tree does or does not have, so it's a mystery. So Iota Geminorum Prime, I think we're getting rid of this. I'm just gonna plop down some buildings that I want. Ooh, yeah, between the two, we are... Oh, we're losing energy because I have this planet. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing more worthwhile to plop down here? Yeah, the game's just gonna give it a fucking frontier clinic. That's fine. So go to here. It's a size 15. Don't care for that. How big is this? Don't care for that. That's a size 16. Size 9. And... what is that, 16? 14. 3 rows of 4 plus, nope, 16. I can do math. So this can't connect to any other sector, it looks like. Because it's cut off by Sherman and Epsilon Ceti, which are sectors that I'd like to keep. We have a 29 sector limit, by the way. That's fucking crazy. Ventax I'm not going to want, so we can go ahead and throw that in there. And this I'm not going to want, so you can have this. And I don't want that, so you can go ahead and have that. Fantastic. And that's all my unwanted systems down here. So Iota Geminorum Prime. It's a pretty name. Oh my god. Yeah, we're terraforming a few things, it seems like. Sector settings. Yep, that's all right. I want to go in and... this is colonizable. But it doesn't say it's being colonized. I'm a little confused why. Because if I go to the expansion planner here, I'm not seeing it as being listed as colonizable. I'm not seeing it on here at all. So we may have to do this manually. Savannah. Alright, cool. Species. These are only Empire species. Who? The Kelpians. Need Savannah planet. Cool. Colonize. Oh god, that was a lot. Savannah? Kelpian. Yeah, dope. You can go... colonize this? Yeah. So I know there's a colony ship inbound there now, and this is also another Savannah planet. Kelpians are our endangered species du jour. So we'll plop you here, I guess? Yeah, I suppose here. Nah, fuck it. Put it right there. So this is the base of space left. Yeah. Oh. Okay, this is taken care of. I'm losing my fucking mind. There's too many planets. Alright, colonize. Who is the lowest population continental preference species that we have? It's a tie-up between Malcorians and Antosians, you know, give or take. Again, the game isn't seeing this in the expansion manager, so I'm gonna have to eyeball this. And I hate it. Malcorian? You got any Malcorian? Yeah, but like Malcorians and what? What did I just say? There are words coming out of my mouth. I'm not listening to them either. Malcorians and Antosians. I'll settle for either. Ever read The Last Humans? No. No. Truth be told, I have read a shamefully small amount of science fiction media. Tell me more of The Last Humans. Alright, that... I think I clicked OK on that. Alpine. Lowest population species? The Yidarians. Alright, Yidarans. Yeah, dare you to colonize this. Nah, I figured it didn't have a question mark in the title. That'd be an intriguing title, though. Oh, look, The Last Humans? Why the fuck are there Novans on this planet? Yidarans. Alright. I don't remember the Yidaran people from Star Trek at all. Alright, you know what? There's an easy way to do this. No. Wrong menu. Wrong menu. Where are they? Game, don't fuck with me. 0% is colonizable. Corgas Prime. Alright, Corgus Prime. Thank you. Don't make this difficult, game. It's already hard enough. Corgus Prime. Corgus Prime. Oh, my eyes. Corgus Prime. Why is this not alphabetically ordered? I guess this is chronologically ordered. Corgus Prime, if I had to guess, is a somewhat recent acquisition. Rooney, Bannister, Trappist. Corgus Prime, ah! I'm going blind, but I found it. Yidarans. Yeah, there you go. Taurus 2. It's one of the humanity fuck yeah stories. Those are some of my favorites. Huh. It's a story on the internet. Alien finding shadow remains of Earth. Oh. You know, I may have read it, but I don't remember. I will make a note for myself too. If I make a note, I can just open a tab. The Last Humans. Yeah. I'll take a look at that after the stream. Which is gonna be a while. Oh, fuck. I was making... You're coming down to Sevilla to reinforce? Good. Am I committed to this 8x2 army? I think that I am. I was talking about being unsure about that, I think, the last time I was recording here. It's fine. Oh, this is crushing. There's nothing I can do to save the Cardassians here. The Cardassians' inevitable death is in no small part my fault. Each of these spheres, and spheres are not the largest ships that the Borg can get, they can get cubes, and I think they can get diamonds after that, has a fleet strength of... Whoa. Why is this hard math for me? 14 divided by 3 is, well, almost 5k each. 4 point something k each. What kind of weapon damage due to shield and armor penetration? Really, the best thing you can do against the Borg is just not get hit by them. Damn. Daily hull and armor regeneration 12.5. That's not bad. Ah, right, we're integrating the Tamarian Unity. Maybe a bad choice, but, well, it's going, I think. How far along is this? 96%! Alright, well, low intensity negotiations.
Construction.
I really enjoy playing alt history versions of Humanity and Stellaris and other games as well. I've spent enough time writing alt history science fiction settings for different games I've been working on that it's hard for me not to, because I have a favorite-ish science fiction setting, and it's one that I made for a tabletop game, and it's one that I love to revisit from time to time. You're not overproducing food. You are way overproducing food. But why am I improving this? You are overproducing by 35. Oh, hold up, Sigma Draconis. We need to talk. 3 of these have gotta go. Preferably these 3? What's this deposit? A 1, a 1, a 1. Okay, 3 of these have gotta go, right? You're overproducing by just 35. We have no more population growing in, so yeah, you are way, way out of here. But I think the issue was that I have no more interesting buildings to build. Nope, can build a trade center. I'm absolutely wrong. I'm just negligent, apparently. Give me power hub? How are we doing producing power here? Looks okay. Pretty good, actually. Alright, well, give me a power hub, because more power is generally a good thing. And for the last one, we are going to plop down a local garrison. Generally, I'm not a huge fan of the buildings, but they help. So you're getting mad because I haven't built anything here. Oh, that sounds awesome. I haven't been to New Mexico in such a long time. I really love Santa Fe. I like visiting Santa Fe. I don't think I'd like living there. If I lived in New Mexico, I would definitely want to live in the mountains. Because it's really, really hard for me to imagine living in a state where I know there's vistas that pretty, and not living there, like immersing myself in it. In Arizona, when I lived there, I lived in the mountains, and arid mountain landscapes are just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, so I know for a fact, as I'm laying down all of these hydroponic farms, future Alex is gonna be coming back here going, what the fuck was I thinking? What? All these hydroponic farms, this was a mistake. What was a herpa-derpa-derpa? But, well, that's his problem, not mine. Yeah, Da Vinci had some really, his notebooks are great. Some really interesting, and albeit a little far-fetched, military designs. One of the first, if not the first, helicopter design. It was a gyrocopter. Was it a gyrocopter? It has a spiral on the top. And he also had a couple of sketches of what we would now identify as tanks or armored land vehicles that were pretty interesting. Very difficult to maneuver, but pretty interesting. So the point to having high prosperity is, and I'll take a look at this in just a second, and I haven't taken advantage of prosperity at all. So honestly, my honest reaction to that is, no, prosperity is worthless. It's an interesting mechanic that I don't care about. But if you go into set rights, citizenship, full citizen, now hold on, living standards. It costs 400 prosperity to get virtual bliss. So if you're really trying to maximize the happiness of your population, 400 prosperity should be what you're going for. We have, what, like 50? I don't even have 100 prosperity. I've not emphasized it at all. Aside from living conditions, no, I don't think so. The prosperity mechanic was added quite a while ago, and once upon a time it did something slightly different, but now it doesn't. Wait a minute. Shit, did I just give up a system? We're at 12 of 13. Same right. Did I want Ventax? Oh no. Shit, I did. I did want Ventax. This is a size 23. I take it back. I take it all back. Okay, it's a good thing I caught this before the sector AI had its way with it. You can have this and that and give me this back. Yeah, yeah. I'm noticing that there's raw dilithium here. But we're already processing way more dilithium than it's fine. It's fine. Am I overproducing anything here? Food, definitely. Can I coerce you into producing dilithium? Yeah. So I'm gonna assign them to produce dilithium there. Go ahead, give you this system so you have access to raw dilithium. Not my problem anymore. Oh. Yeah, the Mona Lisa it's really interesting. Truth be told, he probably didn't think that highly of it. I mean, not any more so than he thought of much of his work. It's kind of heartbreaking. Thinking about how much our values have changed. Like, an artist's favorite piece of work 100 years, 200 years down the road, people might not even remember as being particularly noteworthy. Yeah. The Mona Lisa, I think, was just the idea wasn't to sell the painting in the long run. It was a oh my god, there's a word to describe working on something to keep yourself sharp at it. Can't remember the term. Whatever. He was just doing it to keep his form good, or to. It was like a sketch, more than a commission portrait. Oh, it's been 58 minutes, so we'll wait until the end of this month. Memory Alpha. The proposal for a central library to hold the total cultural history and scientific knowledge of all planetary members and academic research is one that could bear fruit. So this gives academic privilege living standards. I'm taking a look at that because that sounds mighty sciencey to me. Terraforming cost reduction is great, but we're already terraforming everything and I have so much money I don't know what to do with it. Holographic augmented overlay might not be bad. I think we did switch over to using armor primarily, so let's go with this. With our continued advances into holographic technology, we feel we can apply this to our bridge stations. On the tactical level, this allows us to add information directly into the line of sight of the bridge officers, enabling a full 360-degree view of the surrounding area. This drastically increases the officer's ability to track enemy movement. Alright, yeah. Tell me about privilege, game. Tell me about academic privilege. Academic utopia? Ooh, dang! 400 prosperity to increase research speed by 10%. Fuck. Ancient Paradise. We can't do this because we're the United Federation of Planets. No. If I had 400 prosperity, this would increase happiness by 20%, food output and population growth speed by 15%, and unity by 15%. Monthly unity, we're really getting up to that not being so useful anymore. But this is very interesting. I'm not crazy about doubling consumer goods use. I mean, not even doubling, almost tripling consumer good use. Because what? Consumer goods cost us 618 minerals per month. That'd be a notable change, but it might be worth it. Tell you what, once we max out our unity, I can think about building up prosperity. And I say once, we are very close. We only have 2 more of these to go until we're full up on our ascension perks, and I don't give a fuck about unity anymore. But that's going to be in the next few hours. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be it for today. If you're watching on Twitch, don't worry, I'm going to keep streaming for quite some time yet. YouTube, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that silly shenanigery. Until tomorrow, I'm going to say toodaloo, take care, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.